We don't need their validation. And that's another thing, y'all. Stop looking for other people's validation. You don't need other people's validation to have peace. You don't need other people's validation to have greatness, have joy, have prosperity. You don't need that. Have love. You don't need other people's validation to have love. How about that? But let's rewind that back to the beginning part where I just said, you don't need other people's validation to have peace. Listen.
And like Jackie Uncle used to say on Jackie Chan Adventures. And one more thing. Check this out. Primitive man in Ohio. Move out the way. See, I get y'all screenshots. We cannot overlook the fact that the crania and skeletons examined by us, many of them excavated by our own hands, approach somewhat the Negro in their anatomical characteristics. There are those of an inferior race with strong meso and bronchiocephalic affinities. None of the characteristics of the Mongolian or Mongoloid types are present in any of the Ohio crania, which we have examined. Now, just real quick, folks, for the guys in the back, crania is the scientific word for cranium, aka the skeleton or the skull structure. Got it. All right, boom. So now back to this. They are evidently those of a people whose racial type was created and fixed on American continent. In other words, the American race. Now that last sentence was for those Pan-Africans that love saying, oh, every time we discover that there was dark-skinned indigenous American Indians, they gotta say, oh, that's just because they were Africans that traveled over here thousands of years ago. Well, this debunks that, because this statement literally states that evidently the racial type was created and fixed on the American continent. In other words, the American race, which suggests that American Indians or American indigenous people have their own phenotype. We are distinctively different. Now, we can still be cousins and brothers and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep it cool. However, we have our own distinct culture and continent here in the Americas. Peace out. Alright, boom, family. Now, that's enough time in the nest.